everyone, and welcome to my new short practices. I'm going to try and keep them around 20 minutes because 20 minutes is really doable for most people, but some of them might be a little bit longer, a little bit shorter, depending. So let's begin. Take a nice, comfortable seat, close your eyes, turn your palms up on your lap, and take a moment to check in with your physical body. Feel the heaviness and density of the bones and the muscles, the weight of your body on whatever you're sitting on. And let whatever is coming to your awareness be present. Try not to put anything away, off on the shelf where you don't, quote unquote, want it. Everything is present at this moment. And then take your awareness to your state of mind. And again, notice whatever is present without judgment, without wanting to push it away. And then notice the state of your breathing. The breath is the link, if you will, between the mind and the body, the communicator, and it gives us information around the state of our being. Just noticing the breath and how it flows in and out through the nostrils. Allowing the hands to come to the heart center, holding anything that's present for you at this moment. Holding an intention of why you're sitting on your mat. And after your next exhale, release your hands and softly open your eyes. So this practice is focusing on the upper body, mostly today. I'm going to do a variety of these on different themes and focuses. So let's start standing. I'll meet you on the mat. Stand in mountain pose. Feet are parallel and even, and I've been teaching a long, long time, and I still need to look down. Turn the palms forward to energetically open the heart. You can keep your eyes open or you can keep your eyes closed. Just become very aware of the state of your body in the standing position. How does your neck and shoulders feel? Is the breath moving through the upper body at all? Is there any tension? And then we're going to go through a very short series of kind of waking up the shoulders and the upper neck. So the first one, we're going to turn the palms backward. We're going to lift the arms up and make them come into a Y. Now I know you can't see the tops of my hands, but I'm just pulling my fingers backward as if I'm trying to touch the wall that's behind me. I want to stay rooted in my legs, really active in my lower belly so that my lower body's stable. And I feel this activity going on in my upper back. From here, draw the elbows into a bent elbow position. Come past cactus down into what we'll call W. And again, try to bring the fingers back. The elbows will move a little bit, but mostly I want you to focus on drawing the fingers back. Stay rooted again in the legs, noticing what's coming up here. Third position is a T. Take the arms out to the side walls and pull the arms backward. Just go where you go. Breathing, bringing a little bit of energy around this upper back, shoulder, and neck region. And the last one here is to make them in an elbow L kind of shape, so elbow by your side body. Try to pull your fingers backward. This is the hardest one. So taking a moment to really notice the heat that's starting to build in the upper back. Good. Release the arms down, take a breath. And noticing maybe what might have let go just from that simple action. Okay, standing at the top of your mat. Take a nice inhale. And as you exhale, allow your arms to float down. And as you do, soften your knees so that you've got more freedom in your upper body. Grab your elbows. And you're going to release your arms like a little swing. So towards your legs and away from your legs, and towards your legs and away from your legs. This is an easy swing. Now, if you have more fluidity in your legs, you can certainly straighten them. I am not that person. And then let your elbows get heavy. Let them hang straight to the floor. And take 3 deep breaths here. Let go of your head. And try to avoid pulling your elbows towards your legs now, letting them feel like there's a magnet and it's moving them straight down to the floor. Okay, last breath. And then let your hands land on the floor and let's step back into tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Toes are turned under. Spread your fingers nice and wide, and as you inhale, lift your tailbone, heart, and eyes. Flip your feet flat. Exhale, press through the arms, tailbone and head down. Cat and cow. Inhale, soften shoulder blades between the middle back. Exhale, make a lot of space. Once more. Good. And then find a place in the center and look at your hands. So bring your wrist directly in line with the front of your shoulder. So I'm looking at this straight line here. This isn't everybody's favorite, but it really does help for upper body. I want you to take your left hand off the floor by pulling up your shoulder. Rotate the hand all the way around backwards to point at your knee, and then see if you can't land it down in the same position it was in before. Now, if this is impossible, please move your hand closer to your knee. Try not to lock your elbow, so keep some softness there. And spread into all of your fingertips here. Take a breath. And if you're tight here, you're going to feel this up the inner part of the forearm and possibly up into the shoulder. Carefully release. Place that hand back where it was. And notice the difference now between the two hands. You might really feel some space there. Pick up the other shoulder. Kind of hug it into the body. It'll come off the floor. Rotate it outward until it points to your knee, and then land the heel back down. Again, move the hand closer to the knee if this feels impossible, and soften your elbow. Take a nice deep breath here. And then release carefully. All right, walking your hands, at least one hand, if not a little further forward. You're going to reach your hips backward, and what I'd like you to do is find a place where your arms feel completely extended. Your fingertips are on the floor, but your hips are back as far as they can go. And then inhale, come forward, shift your weight over your hands so that you feel that stretch in your wrists again. Come back, and when you come back this time, come up on your fingertips so that the middle of your palm of your hand is lifted like there's a ball underneath it. Place the palms, inhale, come forward, reach again over the wrists so that you're in this plank-like position. Reach back, come up on your fingertips again. This time lift your inner arms up and see if you can drop your head through. Keep the fingers on the floor and the pads of the hands lifted. Plant the hands one more time, spread the fingers, shift forward as much as you feel you can, and then back again, up on your fingertips, Lift your inner arms, drop your chest and head down. Nice deep breath here. Good. And then release the hands and come back up. Now pick up your right hand, place your right foot where the right hand was, come up on your fingers to lift your chest. From here, you can decide the distance between your knee and your foot. So if they're too close together, you're going to feel pretty constricted. So maybe your back knee wants to move back a little. I want you to grab your elbows, and on your inhale, you're going to rise up and bring your elbows up towards the sky, framing your head. And as you exhale, lower yourself back down. Inhale, lift and rise. And exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift and rise. Exhale, lower back down. We'll do one more. Inhale, lift and rise. Really feel the energy of the elbows lifting up and back. Exhale, lower and release. Fingers on the floor. Stretch back. Feel the length of this front leg. Now press into your big toe. And walk your hands out in front of you as far as you can. See if you can sense and feel your hips moving back and your fingers reaching forward. Nice inhale here. And exhale, knee over ankle, fingers plant on the floor. Pick up your back knee. Nice high lunge here. Take your right hand to your right thigh. Rotate your chest open. You can keep your hand on your leg, or you can stretch your arm up towards the sky. Nice exhale and release. Step back for your first downward facing dog. Planting your hands, sensing through your feet, softening your knees, expanding through your sitting bones. This practice is more about the upper body, so softening the knees gives you more freedom in your upper body. On your next exhale, knees come back to the floor. Take your left foot forward. Fingers on the floor here, lifting yourself up, adjusting your feet and your knee distance as you need to. And then cross and hold your elbows. As you inhale, rise up, lifting your elbows up towards the sky, and as you exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Imagine your side arms getting longer, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, flossing the tissues, feeling the middle and upper body starting to open and expand. And we'll do one more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Fingers on the floor, straightening your front leg as much as you can. Now walk your hands forward. And imagine I have my hands sort of wrapped around your outer hips and I'm pulling you backward. And at the same time, you're trying to reach your fingers forward, letting your head relax and just become easy. Inhale, knee over ankle. Turn your back toes under, lift off your back leg and feel the power of the back leg. Left hand comes to left thigh, turn the torso open. And again, you can stay right here, or you can lift your arm up to the sky. Take a breath. Exhale, hand to the mat, step back, second downward facing dog. Just notice and sense and feel how your body feels just after that little bit of movement. Knees to the mat. Keeping the hips square up over the knees, walk your hands way out in front of you and drop your elbows to the floor. A couple of options here. You can keep your palms flat or you can put your palms together. That feels better for a lot of people. And I want you to keep your hips up as you drop your head and your chest down. Your toes can be turned under like mine, or they can be flat. And I want you to think about releasing through your shoulders and chest. So if it doesn't feel like you've got enough room, wiggle your feet, elbows forward, give yourself more space. And breathe.
Lifting the belly slightly so you don't collapse. You want to keep some tone there. And move from your shoulders and the upper back. This is puppy pose. One more breath. And then as you inhale, shift your weight forward into a kneeling plank here. You can stay right here, or you can turn your toes under, press through your feet, and come into a full forearm plank. Taking 3 breaths here. Staying really focused on shoulders and actions in the arms. Knees to the mat, hands to the floor. And take a step forward with your right foot, and then take another step forward with your left foot. You end up in that forward fold again, clasping your elbows like you did in the beginning. Let your head dangle, and then do that little swing that we did in the first part of the session, and then find a place where your arms can hang and you feel as if there's a magnet pulling your elbows to the floor. Keeping that going. On your next inhale, release your arms and drop your hips down. Bring your forearms up to your thighs and come into this little squat here. Gently drawing your inner legs toward each other. Pelvic floor engages, lower belly engages. From here, push through your feet and inhale, stand all the way up. Palms come together and hands come to the heart. Inhale again, taking arms up over your head, folding forward. Fingers on the floor of the block. Take a step back with your left foot into a warrior one stance. Now that means that your back foot's turned in slightly, your back heel's down on the mat, and your knees over your ankles. Now take your right hand to your right thigh and take your left arm and reach it forward and up. So we're kind of coming into that same similar position we were in before. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. This time, rotate open. Find your back inner thigh. Up and around and down. One more, inhale up. Find your back inner thigh. Take your front arm, palm faces the same direction, and you're reaching up, opening through the space in your front chest. Warrior one variation. Exhale, lower down. Fingers on the floor, straighten your front leg. Nice inhale, exhale, step forward. Take your other leg back, right leg now. Same thing. Anchor in, find your stability, then left hand on your left thigh. Right arm reaches forward and up. And then reaches forward and down. Second time, up, around to your back thigh, up and around and down. Last one comes up and around. Find your back thigh, then take your other arm up. Looking for the space, the freedom, the ease. Release and come down, fingers on the floor, and straightening your front leg. Finding that nice spaciousness. As you inhale, step forward. And exhale, soften down. Drop your hips again, elbows and forearms to your thighs, creating a container here, a stable container. And on your next inhale, stand and rise. Palms come together. Exhale, hands at your heart. One more. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold down. Left foot steps back, warrior one again. This time, grab your elbows like we did when we were in the lunge. And you're going to inhale and rise all the way up so that your elbows face the ceiling. And then you're going to exhale and fold all the way down. Inhale, fold, and lift all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Last time, up, Stay here. Visualize and sense your elbows growing to the sky, making space around your shoulders. You might be able to bring your elbows further back. Don't go to contraction. Don't go to tension. Definitely don't go to pain. Exhale, release your arms. Fold forward, step forward. Inhale, come halfway up, lengthening the spine. Exhale all the way down, step back, right foot. Warrior one on this side. Grab your elbows, and if you can think about it, change the cross. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, lower down. Last time. Really feel how things are starting to let go. Stay lifted here. And again, from the foundation of your legs, lift up towards the sky with your elbows. Maybe your elbows will go back some. Don't force that. We're trying to create ease into the upper body, increase the energy around the upper body, not create tension and pain. And release the arms, lower yourself down, and let's step back, downward facing dog. Now, if your shoulders are tight, please walk your hands wider. Noticing if there's any more or a bigger awareness to your shoulder area and upper back. On your next exhale, release the knees down. Let them be a little wider than neutral. Sit back into child's pose. Reach your arms out in front of you. Let your arms and your chest release, head and chest release to the floor. And we breathe. From here, I want you to bring yourself up, and we're going to move into a twist that is really nice for the upper body. We're going to start lying down on our side. You can put a little pillow under your head if you need it. I'm just going to let my head rest on the mat. And your bottom arm is stretched out straight in front of you, and your top arm is on top of your bottom arm. Your knees are just stacked, and you're comfortable here. So on your inhale, you're going to take your top arm and sweep it along your ear and start to open your chest so that your left arm or your top arm reaches out towards the wall on the other side of the room. And then exhale, bring your arm up and over and down again. So 2 more like that. Find a sweeping like action that helps to floss the tissues, where you feel there's something happening, but it doesn't feel too crazy hard. Last time we stay. So letting yourself feel the action here. If you happen to have some lower back, lower stuff going on, a nice support for yourself is to take your block and put it between your knees. That actually lessens the strain of your sacrum and lower back, and it gives you a little bit more freedom for your shoulder. So that's always a nice option. Take a couple breaths here into this top open shoulder, the one that you're feeling the most energy in. And then after your next exhale, bring your arm back up and around and land. Now all we're going to do is change sides. So you're going to roll over to your other side. Same thing, you're kind of in a relaxed lying on your side position. Decide if you want the block between your legs right away. You don't have to use it, it's just a suggestion. And as you inhale, take the top arm up and around and open, reaching to the opposite side, and then exhale, close right directly over your hand. Inhale, open, sweep, explore. Exhale, close. Last time we're going to stay, finding that nice opening here. Remember, the trick with the knees and the block can help move your upper body more.
Focusing on increased breath around the chest and the lung. After your next exhale, close the hand over the other one. Good. Now just find your way onto your back. Adjusting yourself as you can, feet flat on the floor, pelvis neutral, shoulders heavy, palms open. Just take a moment here. And as you exhale, allow your knees to come to your chest. You can lift your feet and wrap your hands underneath your legs if you like to do it that way. Maybe your knees are a little bit tender. Or you can wrap your arms around the tops of your shins, holding your wrists or forearms. Drop your shoulders, close your eyes. Feel the container, this body that we live in. After your next exhale, release your feet. Hands are open, legs are down. Shavasana. And as you're here, allow yourself to let go completely. Let go of any doing, judgment, negative thoughts. Let there just be ease and flow in the body and mind. The breath feels full and effortless. Letting the prana ride on the breath as it nourishes and brings energy to all of our tissues.
Take a deeper breath. Bring yourself back to your body, back to the space around you. And start to stretch your body awake, reaching your arms and your legs, maybe bringing your knees towards your chest. rocking side to side. And as you feel ready, roll to your right side and bring yourself up to sitting. And pause for a moment here just to sense and feel the effects of the practice. Allow the hands to come to the heart. As always, closing the practice with gratitude for you on your mat, showing up for you, for our community, both near and far, and for our deep inner light. May our light always shine brightly, and may we always see the light in each other. Namaste.